So welcome to this video on factorising. Now factorising, first word, factor, or first part of the word, factor. So you need to know what factors are. Now I'm sure this would go back to your primary school days. Factors are those things that you get if you times something by something to get the number. So let's just say if we're going for 12. Now factors in 12. Let's just say we can do 3 times 4. So 3 is a factor of 12 because you can times it by something, 4, to get to 12. You could also think of it as 12 divided by a number like 3 will give you a full number, like a whole number. So that's why 3 is a factor of 12. Is 6 a factor of 12? Well, yes, because you can times it by 2 to get to 12, or if you divide, if it's 12 divided by 6, you get a whole number, 2. So a 9 is not a factor of 12 because if you did 12 divided by 9, you wouldn't get a full number, a whole number. So when we're doing factorising, you're going to have at least two things that usually have a common factor, and you're going to be factorising if both things have the same factor, and you want the biggest one to make the factorising look the smoothest and the crispest. Okay, so let's do our first one here. We're going to do 6 plus 18. Now I wonder if you can see the biggest common factor in 6 and 18. Well, we can see that 2 is a factor, but is it the biggest one? No, it is not. It looks like 6 is the biggest one. So that means we have to do 6 outside the bracket. And then how many 6s is 6? Well, that's 1. And we've got a plus there, so we're keeping the plus. And 18, how many 6s are in 18? 3. So we've got 6 with the bracket, 1 plus 3 inside the bracket. And you can double check that by, let's expand it. So we're going to go 6 times 1, 6, plus 6 times 3 is 18. That's a nice basic one to start us off. All right, let's do one more with numbers, and then we'll chuck in some pronumerals, like some letters, and to make it a bit harder and more like what you're going to see in your tests and in your class. All right, fine. Let's do a bit of a harder one. 10 take away 25. All right, are there any factors that are jumping out at you for 10 and 25? I think there might be, because you just sort of see, well, you've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So 5 is definitely the factor in there. So we're going to put that outside the bracket to start with. 5, and then do our bracket. Now, how many 5s are in 10? 2. So we'll put the 2 in there. Now this time it's a takeaway, so we're going to put the minus sign in there. And then, how many 5s are in 25? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. It's 5. So you're going to put the 5 in the bracket there. So to get your answer, you got 5, bracket 2, minus 5, bracket. Now let's just double check again. We're going to expand it. 5 times 2 is 10. Take away 5 times 5. Take away 25. Wonderful. Okay, ooh, let's get a bit of a juicy one with the pronumeral in there. So we got 2x plus 5x. Now, what is in both of these? Can we do anything with the numbers? Doesn't look like it. So what is the common factor in 2x and 5x? That's right, it's the x. X is times into both of those. So we're going to put the x outside the bracket this time. All right, now how many x's in 2x? 2, so put a 2 in there. Plus, how many x's in 5x? I think you can tell, it's 5. So now, let's expand that to make sure we're right. X times 2, as you know, is 2x, plus x times 5, 5x. 2x plus 5x. Lovely. All right, here we go. Let's level up to the next one. We're going to use our skills that we've learned from the easier ones and the slightly harder ones. Now, 4x minus 6. Is x in both of those parts? No, so we're not going to have x outside the bracket this time. So let's forget about the pronumeral for the moment and let's only concentrate on the numbers. Is there a number that goes into 4 and also 6? Correct. There is a number that goes into 4 and 6, and that's 2. So 2 is going to go outside our bracket. Now, how many 2's in 4x? Well, 2 times what makes 4x? 2x. Okay, cool. So 2 bracket 2x, take away, how many 2's are in 6? 3. Fabulous. All right, now we're going to expand, double check that we're right. 2 times 2x is 4x. Take away. 2 times 3 is 6. 4x minus 6. This is the very, very basics. It will get harder, but if you were struggling before, hopefully this will help you a little bit. And I might have, hopefully, a more complicated video for you, which will help you out later on. All right, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.